Hey, so picture this, I'm on this packed flight out of Denver, headed to Seattle. Just another Tuesday, right? I'm slouched in 12B, half asleep, when the plane hits this turbulence. I mean, bad turbulence. Like your coffee's spilling, people are gasping, and the whole cabin feels like it's about to rip apart. And there's this woman in 9A, Ellie, just sitting there, calm as hell, her dark hair messy under a faded baseball cap, gripping this old canvas bag like it's her lifeline. Now, the plane's shaking, and Ellie, she leans over to the flight attendant, this frazzled guy named Mike, and asks, cool as you like, hey, is the cabin pressure dropping? Mike's face is all forced smiles, like he's trying not to lose it, and he goes, ma'am, just stay seated, we've got this. But you can tell he's sweating bullets. This guy in a shiny tracksuit next to her, probably some wannabe influencer named Jake, snickers and leans in. What? You think you're Captain Marvel or something? His buddy across the aisle, all gelled hair and fake Rolex, laughs like it's open mic night. Yeah, lady, chill, you're not flying us to Hogwarts. The vibe in the cabin's getting tense. Everyone's clutching armrests, staring out at these storm clouds that look like they're about to swallow us whole. A woman in a crisp blazer a few rows back, Karen vibes, nails painted blood red, pipes up, loud enough for everyone to hear. Excuse me, miss, but some of us paid good money to feel safe, not to watch you play hero. A few people nod, their faces tight, like they're sizing Ellie up, her worn-out cap, her scuffed boots, and deciding she's nobody. Ellie doesn't even blink, just adjusts her cap, slow and deliberate, like she's holding back a tidal wave. Then, bam, the plane lurches again, harder, and the captain's voice crackles over the intercom, all static and urgency. Shadow 1, if you're on board, we need you in the cockpit, now. Everyone freezes, like, what the hell's a Shadow 1? Jake snorts, yo, she's not Shadow 1, she's Sketchy 1. His buddy's cackling, but it's nervous now, you know? The plane groans, the lights flicker, and a kid starts crying a few rows back. This guy in a polo shirt, red-faced, stands up, pointing at Ellie. Hey, you, stop acting like you know something. You're freaking out my daughter. His wife's tugging at his sleeve, but he's not having it. I'm not sitting here while some rando in a cap plays pilot. Ellie's hands tighten on her bag, just for a second, then relax. She turns to him, eyes steady behind her glasses, and says, quiet but sharp, I'm not the one shaking the plane. It's like she's stating a fact, not picking a fight, and it shuts him up, just for a moment. Mike, the flight attendant, hustles over, his voice all shaky. Ma'am, you're making people nervous. Please, just stay calm. Ellie looks up, her face blank, but her eyes like steel. I'm calm. Are you? The plane bucks again. Oxygen masks drop in the back, and people lose it, screams, fumbling hands, pure chaos. This executive type, slicked back hair, Rolex gleaming, stands up, his voice booming. This is insane. Why is she still sitting there like she's got answers? Get her out of here. Murmurs ripple through the cabin, heads turning, glares landing on Ellie. She doesn't move, just sits there, hands folded over her bag, jaw tight, like she's holding back a storm of her own. Then the cockpit door swings open, and the co-pilot steps out, this tall guy, buzz cut, looking like he's about to snap. He scans the cabin, voice low but cutting through the noise. We need someone with navigation training, military experience, anything. Speak up now. The cabin goes dead quiet, just the hum of the engines, and that kid sobs. Mike points at Ellie, hesitant. She mentioned cabin pressure earlier, row 9. The blazer lady with the red nails leans out, her voice dripping venom. You're trusting her? She looks like she can't afford a bus ticket. Laughter, cold and mean, spreads like wildfire. Ellie stands, slings her bag over her shoulder, and starts toward the cockpit. The co-pilot nods, but the blazer lady's not done, hissing, this is a mistake. You're risking our lives for some nobody. Ellie pauses, just for a second, her hand on a seat back, then keeps walking, her steps steady, like she's done this 100 times. The co-pilot stops her, voice low. Ma'am, you got aviation training? Ellie looks up, calm as ever. Your altimeter's off by 5 degrees, isn't it? His jaw drops, like she just read his mind, and he mutters, follow me. The executive guy's not having it, steps into the aisle, blocking her. Hold up, you can't let her in there. Look at her. She's nobody. Ellie stops, her boots squeaking, and looks at him, not angry, just present. You're wasting time, she says, voice so calm it's chilling. And time's the only thing keeping this plane in the air. He freezes, mouth half open, and she steps past him, her bag brushing his arm. Jake's friend, still filming on his phone, yells, "Yo, she's gonna crash us. Bet she's never even seen a cockpit." The laughter's weaker now, but it follows her down the aisle. Inside the cockpit, the captain's sweating buckets, hunched over the controls. Ellie slides in, no hesitation, and says, "Shadow 1, requesting co-navigation clearance." The captain spins around, eyes wide. Holy hell, only one person ever used that call sign. He points to the co-pilot's seat. "Shadow 1, we thought you went dark after the Nevada op." Ellie doesn't answer, just sits, her movements smooth, like she was born in that seat. "No time," she says, "your pitch control's lying to you." Her fingers brush the radar screen. Actual altitude's 900 feet higher than shown. The radio crackles, some airline bigwig barking. "No passengers touch the controls. That's an order." A security officer's voice cuts through the cabin speakers. "I don't authorize some washed-up vet touching anything." Ellie pauses, fingers on the controls, and looks at the captain. "Call rescue then, for the bodies." The captain's face goes white, but the co-pilot steps up. "I'm signing off. Let her take it." Ellie slips on the headset, her hands moving like they've done this 1,000 times, recalibrating, adjusting, threading the plane through the storm. Back in the cabin, it's a mess, the executives muttering about lawsuits. Jake's still mocking, but quieter now, like he's not so sure. A young mom, clutching her kid, whispers to the woman next to her, "What if she's the only one who can save us?" The woman, all scarves and judgment, scoffs. "Don't be naive. She's just a passenger. Look at her." But the mom's eyes stay on Ellie's bag, left on her seat, a faded patch with S1 stitched into it. Ellie's voice comes over the intercom, steady. "This is passenger 9A. Prepare for controlled descent. Stay seated." The cabin goes silent, every head turning to the speakers. The co-pilot follows. "I'm signing off on her actions. She's got this." The blazer lady whispers, "They're letting her fly?" But it's shaky now. In the cockpit, Ellie's hands are a blur, flipping switches, using some ancient navigation system the captain hasn't touched in years. He mutters, "That's combat training stuff," watching her like she's a ghost. The plane levels out, the shaking stops, and the storm clouds part, just for a moment, showing a sliver of clear sky. Ellie's lips press tight, like she's seeing something nobody else can. The co-pilot leans in. "You've done this before, haven't you?" She doesn't answer, just keeps flying, a faint scar on her wrist catching the light. The cabin pressure stabilizes, warning lights blink out, and the plane glides smooth, like nothing ever happened. When we land in Seattle, it's like waking from a nightmare. People cheer, cry, hug strangers. Ellie's one of the last off, her cap low, bag over her shoulder, slipping through the crowd like she was never there. At the press conference, the airline guys all smiles. "Our crew handled it like pros," but a reporter cuts in. "Passengers say a woman from row 9 saved the plane. Who was she?" He fumbles. "Just a lucky passenger, no name." A week later, the story's everywhere, blurry phone clips of Ellie in the cockpit, comments calling her a legend, a ghost. The executive gets canned after his rant goes viral. Jake stops posting his dumb videos. The mom from the flight frames her kid's drawing of a woman in a cap flying a plane. And Ellie? She's back in some small-town garage in Idaho, wrench in hand, grease on her fingers, a tiny S1 tattoo under her sleeve. The radio's on, some news anchor droning about a medal for Shadow 1, but she doesn't look up, just keeps working, like it's just another Tuesday. So, what do you think, was Ellie a hero, or just someone in the right place at the right time? Drop a comment, tell me where you're watching from, and let's talk. When's the last time you saw someone judged too quick, only to prove everyone wrong? Hit that like button, share this story, and subscribe if you're all about those moments when the underdog flips the script.